In this particular slide, we are going to touch the base upon the major marine HVAC applications existing. When we talk about the marine HVAC applications, we talk about the marine, that is the ship also, and as well as the offshore platforms also. So when I say about the classification of the marine applications, here it is broadly gets classified. The classification of ship in types is like, the ships for the transport of the cargo passengers, and there are other ships. The ships of the cargo passengers again get divided into the multiple categories over here. There are some refrigerated cargo, recreation cargo. Recreation cargo consists of the cruise ships and sailor motor yachts, which the purpose is known to you. You know what is the cruise ships, you already know. That falls under the recreation one. Then refrigerated cargo are the one which carries all these fruits and vegetables and transport from one location to another location. Say for example, in the Gulf countries, there's a very limited amount of farming happens, so they need vegetables and fruits to feed the population over there. So what they do is they get a refrigerated cargo from all over the world, which travels past from their native country to the Gulf countries, and it has been offloaded, and the stuff contained in the refrigerated cargo has been taken out, and then it is thawed, and then the food is being served, or in the supermarket. It has been kept, and people purchase it and make a food out of it. So that is how the refrigerated cargo is, and use of refrigerated cargo in general. And then there are the bulk cargo ships, which handle the crude carriers and the product carriers and chemical tankers over there. So they are normally called as a bulk cargo ships. Then there is roll-on, roll-off vessel. It is called as a ro-ro vessels. These are the type of ships which are the transport, which is involved in the cargo transport and the product transport also. There are other ships which are going to talk about. There are various other ships which are not related to the passengers or a cargo, but this is related to the more commonly industrial applications kind of a thing. It can be a cable layer ship is there which lays down the cables. Then there's a fishing vessels are there. Then there are the vessels which are the sea cargo tugs and harbor tugs. These are some of the vessels for which, or some of the ships for which we needed air conditioning. Then there are the naval ships are there. There is aircraft carriers there, cruisers are there, destroyers are there, frigates are there, submarine is there. So mine sweepers are there. So mine sweepers. These are all things which also need air conditioning because the people are staying there. Plus, there are fishing vessels are there, and dredgers are there, cable layers are there. So these are some industrial kind of ships which we can talk about. There are some ice breaking ships are there. Then there are offshore platforms are there. It is seismic survey vessels. Then there's FPSOs are there. That is, we call it as a floating production, storage and offloading as a FPSO. So these are various kind of applications, and we have already covered in our previous module about this offshore platforms and how they look and what is the use of it and types of it. Already we have covered in the one of the lectures earlier. So these are the kind of classification in a broader way for the marine HVAC applications where you frequently or commonly use the air conditioning without which you cannot survive. So again, as I say that Earth is surrounded by 75% of the water, and to survive and to for their transportation from one place to another place happens to the ships. And when ship is there, HVAC is there. So again, this field is going to go rapidly in future also because there is no substitute. We all need to travel by water, whether you like it or not. So this is what it is all about, and we'll move to the next slide.